In addition to understanding the different styles in which a resume can be written, it is also just as important to be aware of the ways in which you should design your resume. Resume design is one of the most important pieces of work as it is essentially a first impression on an employer. As such, the design of your resume can make or break your job application based on your design work. These various components of your resume include creating a personal brand, creating a branding statement, using columns for better organization, highlighting important information, tips for matching your qualifications to a job, powerful resume action words, careful use of fonts, creativity, being ready with different file types, always having a cover letter, using the right template, and creating a keyword section.
Whenever we create a personal brand, we tend to give our work an extra sheen of professionalism. Turn the marketing eyes on yourself and highlight your uniqueness in your resume. You can also create your own logo, have color coding styles, and add a photo.
A branding statement is a short, catchy statement that highlights your most relevant expertise in about 15 words or less. If you have a branding statement, you can elaborate further on your key qualifications through a longer summary statement.
Every branding statement has to achieve certain points like sharing your skills, taking an inventory of your skills, and describing your strengths.
Let us go through few examples. Persistent financial planner with a history of landing and servicing high net worth clients. Creative online marketer who has leveraged high level SEO and social media skills to dramatically increase page views. Cost-conscious benefits manager who has creatively tailored plans to employee needs at below average employer cost. Energetic health services recruiter with the contacts, finesse with people, and persistence to attract top talent. A branding statement should be listed between the contact details and the experience section of your resume.
Your resume must be as short as possible while highlighting only the most important things. By using blocks of different colors and lines to make it more distinct, you can give it a structure making navigation easy and appealing.
Try using shapes and colors for emphasis. For some professions, a simple change in page orientation from portrait to landscape can help you stand out in a crowd.
Whenever you design a resume, it is important to focus on your most relevant skills and strengths. The closer your skills match the position, the better your chances of job search success.
Whenever an employer posts about a job, it is broken into different sections. In a typical job listing, you can see the information about the company, details regarding the required qualifications of the applicants, and a description of the responsibilities involved in the role. Some job listings are brief, while others include more details about the job and the company.
So, to decide the job opportunities, make a list of all the skills, qualities, or experiences that the employer has listed as required or preferred.
In certain cases, certain job descriptions do not mention the needed skill set from the candidate. In such cases, you should refer to other sources and gather information about similar job postings to construct a clearer idea of the position and what is needed from the candidate. When you're not sure of what skills you should include in your resume, check with lists of general skills which employers look for and include the most relevant skills in your resume and your cover letter.
Review your existing resume and make sure that you have incorporated as much statements about the preferred qualifications for the job as possible. List the highest priority statements at the start of your descriptions to get the most attention. Some candidates will have a lot of experiences which correspond to different key qualifications. In such situations, include headlines to help your employer notice your experiences. During the interview, be prepared to discuss the specific skills and talents that you have.
Let us discuss how to use powerful action words or verbs to make your resume come alive.
We will now look at the most commonly used powerful resume verbs to achieve the desired skills: leadership, communication, creativity and problem solving, and teamwork.
Some of the most powerful verbs that can describe your leadership skills are authorized, chaired, cultivated, delegated, directed, enabled, executed, facilitated, fostered, guided, headed, hosted, inspired, mentored, mobilized, operated, orchestrated, oversaw, and trained.
Also, we can describe the communication skill by using words like advocated, authored, clarified, composed, consulted, conveyed, convinced, corresponded, defined, explained, fielded, illustrated, influenced, informed, mediated, moderated, negotiated, promoted, persuaded, and publicized.
And some of the words that can be used along with teamwork are acknowledged, assimilated, blended, collaborated, contributed, diversified, embraced, encouraged, energized, gathered, harmonized, ignited, joined, melded, merged, participated, partnered, united, and volunteered.
Fonts used in a resume tend to alter the whole character of the resume. For this reason, make sure you use legible and professional fonts. Whenever you design a resume, ensure that you are creative. This will make you stand out in front of your employer. You can achieve this by using a timeline method, a two-color scheme, a word coding, or even usage of a sidebar to draw attention to the points you want to highlight.
Always remember to carry your resume in different formats such as PDF and Word document. This will come in handy when there's a sudden need for change in format of your resume. A cover letter is a single page which introduces you, mentions the job which you are applying for, matches your skills and experiences required by the job, encourages the reader to read your resume, and finishes with a call to action. A cover letter usually details your overall approach to job search efforts.
Using the right template when designing your resume may decide if you are prioritized by the employer.
Whenever you're designing your resume, ensure that you create a keyword section in conjunction with the other sections in your resume, such as education and experience. Ensure that you list discipline-unique words and phrases which potential employers can search for in the resume. Instead of increasing the font size to indicate section headings, use spacing to break up your keyword, education, and experience sections. Avoid using tables and visuals in a scannable resume. Instead, use dashes, left-aligned text, and simple spacing to format your document. This concludes our discussion on ways in which a resume should be designed.